we continue to look at ways to make your iPad more accessible, let's take a look at the next thing, which is display and text size. So I'm going to go ahead and open my settings. I'm going to move down to accessibility. And under the vision settings, you'll see that there is display and text size. So the first thing would be that you can make the text on your iPad menus in a bold text. By turning that on, it would look like this. Remember, that doesn't apply to all apps. Also, if your settings are small and hard to read on screen, we can also turn on larger accessibility sizes, and then by moving the slider over, that will make things on the screen larger. Keep in mind that that may not increase the size in all apps that you might use. Another option that we have is to reduce the transparency of certain screens, some backgrounds. Now you'll see when I turn this on, it doesn't make much of a difference because there's not a lot of transparency and blur on the background, but there are other screens where that might make things a little bit sharper and easier to read. Increased contrast will actually change the color contrast. If you have a hard time where things seem too light on the screen and are hard to see, that increased contrast might make it easier to see certain items. Inverting colors is another way. If the lightness of the screen makes it hard to read, you can do the smart invert, which basically gives it a dark background. Most of the other colors in the menu stay the same. The classic invert inverts all colors, and that does put kind of a different color scheme there. Now, if you struggle with color blindness, if that's something that you need adjustment for, under color filters, you can see that this sets all the colors to a grayscale. You also have a red-green, a green-red filter, a blue-yellow filter, and there is a way to actually tint the entire screen as well. So that helps with the issue of color blindness. And then finally, if the screen is too bright and it causes eye strain as you look at the screen, you can also turn on reduce white point. You will see that that takes away some of the brightness, and this is a different setting than your brightness setting, but it does reduce the white point and it will reduce the intensity of bright colors on the screen. So these are some of the display and text size options, and these make the iPad more accessible.